dice. You never know if it could change your life. Take a chance, you're neither wrong or right. You never know if you don't roll them dice. You better roll them dice. You never know if it could change your life. Take a chance, you're neither wrong or right. You never know if you don't.
Hello, Matt.
Howdy, Rob.
And hello, listeners. This is Dungeon Master of None, and you're listening to a special Patreon episode, a bonus for our beloved patrons. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting the show.
Today we're asking the question, well, in a lot of games, monsters are a big pile of numbers, and your goal is to make numbers go down. What if your goal was something different?
That's right. What if we had a more complex goal than number go down or number go up? Though I do enjoy number go up. Before we get to our main topic, though, we want to do a shout out to listener Alex.
This is so adorable.
Your daughter Roxy emailed us and said that you are having a birthday. So happy birthday, old timer. Thanks for listening, and thanks for being a fan of the show, Alex.
Yeah, we really appreciate your fandom and wish you many happy returns. Happy birthday, Alex.
So back to the topic at hand. We're talking about, this is an ongoing problem. And listeners, this is going to be an episode largely in the context of OSR, old school revival type games, or new SR games like Dungeon Crawl Classics or Shadow Dark or Cairn or Mothership or Mythic Bastionland, which we talked about recently. And I even think about this a lot, Matt, because there's sort of like a core, I don't want to say like a conflict at the heart of these OSR games, but something that is a little bit of a challenge in that, to go back to the old school style of play, you are encouraging and often requiring a more creative form of play. You can't solve everything, or you can't solve everything very well with just what's on your character sheet. And so players need to think outside the box. For some people, this is easy. For people who have only ever played 5e or other games, but really this is largely a problem with 5e players, it is uncomfortable, unusual, unfamiliar to do anything that's not on the character sheet.
Yeah, I think that's correct. It's a lot about like, hey, how do we, if you want your players to play a game that's mostly about creativity and puzzle solving, how do you train them to be good at that? And I think the fun thing about this is, despite what some people in the OSR might think, this is kind of new, because old editions of D&D monsters, more deadly monsters, just had bigger hit points. And yes, while some had special weaknesses, and this encouraged you to think about solving them as puzzles, finding those weaknesses, a lot of the times it was just like, hey, let's run away and come back when we're stronger, and then kill it with regular ass violence.
Yeah, I think many of the old timers misremember or otherwise sort of like have rose tinted goggles on about the past, because in older editions, sure, there's an element of like problem solving puzzle around certain enemies, but it's still very, especially when we're talking about D&D, it is just like they're big chunks of hit points, and the answer is usually to hit them harder, right? Now, something that does not exist in 5e, that did exist in 3rd edition and 2nd edition and earlier editions, is, immunities, resistances. At the peak of 2nd edition, if you were trying to fight a high-level wizard, you had to really, like, I don't know, you had to do some extremely complicated, like rock, paper, scissors to get through their many layers of magical resistances, mantles and spell turnings and whatnot, which, I don't know, maybe some people found that was fun, but this is the kind of thing.
Cool in theory.
It's cool in theory. In practice, well, yeah, your experience may vary, but I get what the sort of the ideal is, right? Rather than a dragon has 200 hit points and you do 200 points of damage and then it's dead. What if there was a better way, a more realistic approach to fighting something as dynamic and epic and interesting as a dragon than just wail on it until it goes down?
You better roll them dice. You never know if it could change your life. Take a chance, you're neither wrong or right. You never know if you don't roll them dice. You better roll them dice. You never know if it could change your life. Take a chance, you're neither wrong or right.